You are now tuned into 2111 Radio Show, hosted by our program director, Derrick Scott.
Welcome to the 2111 Radio Show. And as you see, it's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Hope the kids is getting home safe because, you know, it's kind of crazy out there. But we got a special edition. We got a special guest tonight. His name is Dennard II. We're going to get him in here and get his story started right now. So let me get my man up in here. What up, Jerry? What up?
What's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome to the 2111 Radio Show. As you see, it's Halloween night. So we got the little things going on up in here, you know what I'm saying? So where are you originally from?
Okay, so I'm originally from Savannah, Georgia.
Ooh.
But I've also lived in Atlanta back and forth between my mom and my dad. So I kind of consider Georgia as whole as home.
Okay, so what I want to know, music. How did you even get into music? Was you a musician? Was it, you know, family? How did that even start with you musically?
Oh, okay, so in junior high, I started playing instruments in the band. Before that, I had expressed an interest in like piano, but you know, things happen and situations change. I wasn't able to push through that. But when I was in like the 7th, 8th grade, I was able to get in the band and start learning my first instrument, which was a C-flat flute.
Oh, wow.
And once I got to high school, the band director there, Mr. Curtis Sanders, he put me on the saxophone. And so he made sure the alto saxophone, the tenor saxophone, and the baritone saxophone.
Okay, hold on. First of all, we know the saxophone is the sexy instrument.
Right.
Women love that sax player. I'm sorry. The singer, and then it's the sax player for some strange reason. So, was you doing was you in a band after school, or how did that even, you know?
So I was in a marching band. I marched while in high school. Yeah,
like Nick Cannon.
Like drumline. I even went to band camp at FAMU when I was in high school.
For real? Oh wow!
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Yo, it sounds like, damn. See, they didn't have stuff like that in New York. I'm sorry, bro.
Oh,
we had
man.
a band, and we didn't have no marching bands, or we didn't have the drum line, none of that. We just had orchestra.
Right.
Called orchestra class. You had the violin, you had the pianos and different flutes and different things, but we didn't have that dynamic as far as in the community getting together like a big party, you know, because in the South, a sports series.
Very much the sports, the band, things like that. People really get behind it across the board. Basketball, football, the sports, baseball, you know, especially down south, it's always a thing, and it's always a school rivalry, so to speak. Because that was the thing, Savannah High versus Beach High, and I went to Beach High. So it was always something.
It was always something. Did y'all even get into one of those altercations?
Well, we used to have Battle of the Bands actually every year, and I recall they canceled it after a performance we did, and this was like in the 90s. So it was part of our routine, like walking the dog. And we did that move on the field, and the next year they didn't have a Battle of Bands again.
Wow.
So our band director. So it was like dueling band directors from FAMU that were, you know, putting us on the field. So we basically learning the same routines, the same music, but with a spin on it based off of that director. Because I give him credit. Coming out their music program, they directors be composers. If they doing anything in music, they compose a level. Coming out of FAMU, I really wanted to go there at one point, but that's one of those that cost a living, and it was out of my price league.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So, family. So, your mother, father. You got any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have several sisters and brothers. I have
Really?
two sisters, three brothers, two stepsisters,
Mm,
s- several in-laws.
I know that's right.
You know, a whole. I'm on my second set. I like to say
mm.
my second set of nieces and nephews, meaning the first
Ooh,
set are adults, and now it's the new set that are coming out of high school,
great
and
nephews
then
and
it's a
nieces.
set that's crawling right now.
Oh no.
So
Oh boy, it's just
yeah,
getting bigger.
it just gets bigger.
It's getting bigger. I get it. I definitely get it. So, musically, you're very musically inclined because again,
Hmm.
you had the love. Was it so? Besides the band, was it any artist that you actually heard and say, "Yo, this is my favorite band"? Like, for instance, everybody used to love Cry High, not Cry, Earth, Wind and Fire.
Right, right.
So when you
Well,
look
for
at
me,
bands, yeah, when you see
hmm
bands back then, Earth, Wind and Fire, Cool in the Gang, Ohio Players, those guys
right,
was like it. You understand? So
definitely.
was it a band that you actually saw that say to yourself, "Damn, I want to be able to do something like that"?
Well, all of them were like staples in the home. You know, growing up in the 80s and early 90s. You know,
Yeah,
they played the old school music. Like my one of
yeah,
my stepdads would get up on Saturday and he put the radio on, the big old school radio stereo
that's
system
right.
with the speakers and the turntable. And he put
Yeah,
on that good old music, Earth, Wind and Fire, the Gap Band, and
yeah,
we'd be
man.
cleaning up the house, you know.
There it is.
It's just we grew up on that stuff, you know. For
Yeah.
me, it was more so initially it was the love of learning the instrument, and then I got caught up in the band hype because that's part of being in the band. It's a culture,
Yes, it is. Yeah.
and I had another layer on that because towards the end of my high school years, I started singing in the choir and had the opportunity to go on a couple of tours with Savannah State's concert choir at the time. So it was like
Mm,
I pretty much was doing college my senior year of high school.
no doubt.
I,
Wow.
it was a choice, the
Crazy.
band or the choir. And
Yeah.
pretty much the way I was raised in the household, it was nice that I had those things for extracurricular. But as far as becoming an adult and taking care of my own, I needed a job,
There it
education or
is.
something. So for
There it is.
a huge chunk after high school, I totally was cut off from like creating music, like with instruments or anything of that nature, because I was working.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Working in
See,
school,
it's in
going through life.
listen, life hits you. And when it hits you, you gotta adjust. And what people don't
Hmm.
understand, dreams are just that, dreams. If it's not paying the bills, you gotta get a regular
Right.
job at the end of the day and put some money, put some food
Exactly.
on the table. At the end of the day, those dreams will still be there. Like you, like
You
for
gotta
instance
make
with you,
time.
because later
Right.
on in life, look at you now, because it's kind of crazy. But we're gonna get into that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, tell me about, like I said, it took you a while to get that thought in your head. You know what? Fuck it.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get my education with this music thing and make it happen.
Right.
Because you went to a prestigious college,
Exactly,
like,
exactly.
so
It
we're
didn't
gonna get.
dawn on me until a couple of years ago, but the whole time it was like I was in student mode. I was like, I'm in school.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? I didn't
so
realize how
yes,
outside
so you
people
went
look at
to,
Full
yeah,
Sail.
that's,
Hmm.
yeah. And let me tell you something. Full Sail University is right out here in Orlando, Florida. Is out here. What year was you in Full Sail?
Okay, so I finished my audio in 2019, and
Oh,
then
okay.
I finished my master's in entertainment business in 2020.
Wow. Check you out. First of all, let me give you a round of applause because it takes a, a, a real dedicated person to go to college later on in life and finish. It's a difference. You
Right.
can go to school. You have people, oh, I got to go to school, but then next thing you know,
Hmm.
2 weeks later they talk about, no, I got to get a job. So for you to do that, congratulations on sticking to your dream. You know what I'm saying?
I do appreciate it. I was at a crossroads where I was going to lose a lot of what I invested earlier in my life when I went to college the first time. And it was like, when you get that notice that, hey, you need to use these credits, are you going to lose them?
Yeah.
It started making those gears grind. And I just happened to have the opportunity of, I helped my younger brother out on a gig he was doing here in Atlanta. He did a campaign for a artist's son that was attempting to launch a clothing line, but he was going to be the photographer. He was supposed to be doing the editorial, and I helped him out with it. And we stayed at a friend of his here in Atlanta, not realizing who the friend was till we get to the friend's house. So is John Boy, the producer.
Oh wow.
All of this is going on like in the background, me getting this information that I need to use these credits before I lose them, me trying to think of what my next move gonna be. And him showing me his home studio, he showed me his degree from Full Sail. And when I got home back in Savannah, and this was in 2015, when I got back home, I just filled out the information. And for maybe 6 months, I went back and forth with the idea of it. And then one day they called, it was like, hey, you can start such and such a day. They gave me the anticipated graduation date. They had accepted like all of my credits from Savannah State. So it was like, I just didn't want to lose that $100,000 worth of education that I had finished, And literally, I mean, Full Sail was such a eye-opener for me. I ran out of aid at what would have been my senior year. The entire last 9 months of my program, I had run out of aid because I had gone to school so long earlier in life.
Yeah.
And they came up with an institutional scholarship and paid out my last year's school. I only had to match $400.
What? Dang.
$400. And on the way out, they were like, hey, you did so well. How about you go ahead and get the Master's in Entertainment Business? It will go hand in hand with your audio production degree, which it was a no-brainer. Now I have the business side to be able to apply the engineering side that I got. Whether it just be an engineer, don't know my value, just looking to work somewhere.
That's so dope.
So,
that's
fabulous. That was the deal. I really did.
Here we go. So you get to this program. You start this program. What do you know auto wise as far as in the programs, as far as in Pro Tools or Logic or any? Did you know anything about that stuff beforehand?
I actually had been what made me go ahead and make that decision to learn that was entertaining going back and reteaching myself how to play my instruments with all these years of rust. And a friend was like, why don't you just go to school and learn how to do digital music like everybody else? Why would you want to go backwards when you already have something, which it made sense.
It does.
So I took a couple of instruments that I had been scrolling away and took them back and went ahead and invested in the laptop I needed to start school at Full Sail. And it literally, I was looking at this aftermarket DAW that anytime I ask someone about it, they don't know anything about it, but I was attempting to teach myself how to use it.
Right.
And the YouTube wasn't working.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? The YouTube wasn't working.
Nope.
So it was a blessing that the first DAW to introduce you to in the audio program is Logic. They get you, acclimated with how to, navigate it, what you can, what you can't do with it. It's a very powerful tool, especially if you lean in on the theory side of production. Like if you got the keys and you can play your own keys and you can play your own instrument, Logic is perfect for that.
Oh, okay.
Logic is perfect for that.
What about Pro Tools? Pro Tools, if I'm not mistaken, that's like for mixing and mastering, correct?
Right. Pro Tools is more for industry level standard production. I'll take nothing away from any other dogs. I'm actively not looking for somebody that could help me, you know, figure out how to navigate Fruity Loops of
Oh,
FL Studios
yeah,
because anything that have an engine in it like that, I want to know how to use it because you never
right,
know who you're around and what you might need to work on. You know,
exactly.
Pro Tools, the biggest part of Pro Tools is being able to know those quick keys, knowing how to navigate it, and actually just knowing the flow as far as when you doing your plugin, you got to know that. You got to know exactly how to run that stuff, or you're gonna always have issues. But
I know.
in the end, they're gonna tell you there's no right way. You have to create your own workflow. You
Yeah,
know, an engineer may look at my workplace and be like, "Man, I don't get it," and then vice versa. But I get the same sound. They
right,
taught maybe four different ways to do one thing. So
right.
it's about finding your own rhythm in your own lane and creating your own workflow. People selling them all the time as templates. You know, I'm even thinking about doing an ebook myself just on understanding how the simplicity of a mix. It all
Exactly,
starts with how you load up. You know,
exactly. You
some of the
definitely.
greats. hmm
Some,
Go
let
ahead.
me
I'm
tell you
sorry.
something. One thing I've noticed about being in the business, as far as the music, is a lot of these artists don't appreciate the engineer. And without the engineer, I was just talking to my wife earlier. Do you realize whoever's in this crowd, if you put the raw vocals on the radio, how that actually sounds? Like the
Yeah.
artists always talk about what they did. Yeah, we made a hit. No, the engineer made the hit. You understand? The
Right.
engineer making it sound this good on the radio. It's about the engineer. It's not about the
hmm
producer, and it's not about the artist. It's about that engineer. If you got a good mix,
Exactly.
the master is gonna sound beautiful. But without that, like I said, if I was an engineer, I would start a union. We need more money,
hmm
something, because at the end of the day,
Right.
the artist can't do nothing without the engineer. They can't.
And a lot don't realize that that's what makes it. I guess
Yeah,
say that's what put that shine on it, that glimmer.
yeah.
That's the sprinkle you need on it when you want it to pop. That comes from
They,
the engineer and the folks working on the production and recording. That's all on that. Like I
exactly.
can
Yeah.
tell you how to deliver it. I always have the same issue. I need you to do it on this mic the way you're gonna do it on the stage.
Exactly.
I don't
And it's
need
not.
you to read it and regurgitate it verbatim. I need you to put some life behind it.
There
I
it
need you
is.
to believe in your words. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm in this stagnant point of releasing music because I want people to think about the words they putting out here
Yeah.
before we drop something together.
Ashley's in the building. She said, "What up? I see you." Vanessa Banks is up in here.
Hey,
Horace Waters.
I see
Yeah,
people in the room, my peoples.
uh,
Happy Halloween. I didn't dress up.
Halloween, everybody. Taste of New Jersey. My man Corey's up in here. So we got some people up in here.
Definitely.
They definitely showing some support. So what I'm gonna do is this. I have a song of yours
Oh,
in here. So I'm gonna
okay.
do a little bit of it, and then I'll come back. If I'm not mistaken, is it here? Yes, yeah. We're gonna play the song and we'll come back. I just want people to hear the quality that you got, that you have. You understand? So I wanted to put this up here. Now your pictures on it, they don't have an album cover or I put your picture on it. You know what I'm saying? But I made it do
Right.
what it do. So check this out. This is my man Jay Beans. All right, so check it out. Listen to this. Mix it in.
Yeah. I'm just playing. For real though. I'm thinking we could try something out. Yeah. I've had my heart broken like several times. I got a handful of wild ideas about you. I'm thinking we can try one out on the balcony soon as the sun goes down. Sun come up, then we take it to the couch, slip inside, in and out. Told her we on fire, put some ice up in your mouth. And your friend that I've been eyeing, please invite her to the house. We gon' find out what this polyamory is all about for like a week or two. Then it's back to doing freaky shit with me and you. Please don't tell me you in love, that's unbelievable. Ain't no princess bride, inconceivable. Wish my buttercup could see the humper they can do. I digress, I ain't stressing it. Everything I want, I be getting it. Open up my chest, take a look at my heart, that's what's left of it. So that's all you can expect from me, baby, yeah.
one of my
Okay.
favorites, actually.
Word. Okay. All right. All right. I see
Oh
you.
yeah.
Who's that artist? Who is that?
So that's Kid Psych, aka Lloyd Harold. He's an artist that I did a lot of collaborating on some different music and some workflows. And together we put out an album for him as well as an extended version of the album. And we have a good amount of songs where it made this situation where I made the beat and we both got together and did the production on it, editing and everything, and released for his platform, and vice versa for mine as well. He's on a lot
Okay.
of the stuff I put out the year before last when I was doing like a release every week. But that song in
Oh,
particular
okay.
is so funny because when it came out, though the Tuesday before it came out, I had a heart
Uh,
attack. So when I was in recovery, I was like, "Hey, listen to my song, Me Heart Not That Big."
what?
Yeah. So that song is like a reminder of
Wow.
where I was at in that moment
Yeah,
when it
that's
was
crazy.
released.
So, how did? Look, yeah. Hold on. Okay. So what
Hmm.
we gonna do? Hold on, because that's crazy.
There
How
you go.
it's funny how you put. I had a heart attack and just kept going. Hold on,
Right.
because I know everybody heard that.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. You had a during the process of this song, you had a heart attack.
Oh yeah. I was literally, believe it or
That's what you
not,
said.
the
You had a
things
heart
that I'm
attack.
doing now, these were the seeds I was planting then. I was going back and forth trying to do it like a documentary situation. And just the stress, and I
Okay.
was in my best shape. You know what I'm saying? I was eating well, but they can't tell me how or why. I just know I went through it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I done had one of those days when you just lunch out and watch, binge watch TV, drink Dr. Pepper, eat ribs, and
Uh-huh.
just lunch out.
Ooh,
And
no
I woke up
doubt.
and I thought I just had heartburn. And so I literally
Ooh,
drove to the store, got the antacid, took the antacid, came home, took a shower, everything, was
had
watching
to.
TV. And as soon as I laid down, it felt like a prize fighter was trying to box their way out my chest. And
Whoa.
my mind just started working on its own. I went and for some reason, so I did Invisalign, so I couldn't do ibuprofen. So that's why I had aspirin in my house at the time. So
Yeah, it
something
is.
just said, take an aspirin.
Yeah.
And in relativity of where I live and just how I feel about healthcare for Black people, yeah, I drove into town to an urban spot to go to I drove myself to the
No
emergency
doubt.
room while doing this because I didn't want to be a mistake at a rural hospital. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, as
Wow.
soon as I got
Exactly.
there, they were like, "You realize you're having a heart attack?" I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, damn.
Okay, unlock your
But
phone.
you.
Who can we call?
Yeah.
And they immediately started prepping me. I mean, that helicopter ride was like $8,000.
Ooh, wait.
But my doctor,
Damn.
Dr. Douglas, he really pulled one through for me. You know what I'm saying? They didn't
Yo,
have to
thank
cut my
God.
chest. I
Yeah.
got no scars or nothing like that. But it
That's
was a huge life change. I'll say that.
hell yeah.
For the whole first year, I didn't tell anyone.
Right.
So I had the heart attack and I kept it to myself. I mean, even swore my mom to secrecy. Don't tell nobody. Don't let me find nobody speaking about my heart attack
Yeah,
online.
exactly.
And when the 1 year anniversary came around, that's when I started letting people know. So this
Yeah.
past year, I've been on the journey coming back from heart attack.
Check you out. Look at that. Look at that.
Thank you.
Let me
Thank you.
get it. Because as you're thinking about the song, it so happens he put, I just wanted to make this clear because he so happened to say, yeah, and I had a heart attack and blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. We won't back
Right.
we won't back that
Right.
up.
I mean,
Listen, God
that's
is good, man. Look at you here
it
with us
was such
now.
a thing. Yeah, God is good to those who are good to others. That's why I try to, in everything I do, help somebody else with it.
And you do. and that's the thing. That's one of the things I wanted to bring up as far as in how cool and how helpful you are, because you actually helped us on numerous occasions, on different occasions on social media, as far as in like sharing posts, liking them, commenting. Those things don't cost a thing, and vice versa. And you did it selfishly. We didn't know each other from a can of paint. I met you one time, and the next thing you know, this JB's guys is all over 2111 Radio, just sharing stuff, just sharing everything. And I'm like, oh,
right,
who's this guy? And then, gradually me and you started connect on the low. So now I got to know the man, because, when you see somebody doing something nice, you have to reciprocate. You have to
wonder why. Yeah.
The one thing is about me, if you helping me, bro, I gotta do something for you. I have to. It's just something in me. I'm not gonna let somebody continue to do things for me, and I'm not doing nothing. No. We're not doing that. I wasn't brought up that way. You understand?
For
so
sure.
I wanted to bring it to the show. You heard that? I wanted to bring it to the show a while ago, but as y'all saw, that this show has been so busy for the last year.
Yes.
It's been unbelievable. And what happened, Ralph, the owner of the show, said, hey, what about that J Beans guy? So I was like, what are you talking about? He said, listen, if we got a little schedule thing, somebody, if you could get him in. So I said, yeah, and he hit you up and said, hey, can you do something on Halloween? And here we go right now. We on Halloween night.
Right.
And I got my man JB's up in here. So your career is kind of rising. So you're mixing engineer, but you also do events, different events. And you be there with your camera. You're an editor. You edit these dope ass videos. Nice, clear videos, by the way, for different events. Like unbelievable events. I saw you. So you were supposed to be at the Mega the Stallion event, correct?
Right. I was supposed to be there, and I'm not sure what happened with that situation. I wound up having the honor to cover Head Cracks taping of his new show he's working on for it's called Results May Vary.
Head Crack, okay.
So I was able to cover the first airing when they taped it. They did it again, and they had us come back and cover it, which is always a pleasure. This whole team, him and Anna, they're like cool. It's like how we are. Once I network with you and we begin creating these relationships, it's like the antennas go out in my mind of, well, oh, this is a good deal for them. Oh, this will work for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to be here for that, because it's how we rise. We have to rise together. Nobody going to make it by themselves. You have to believe in somebody. And like you say, support don't cost nothing. I just practice what I preach to people. I tell the artist, if we worked on it, listen to it. I got you set up where if you listen to it, whatever happened with the money, you're going to make your money. But I can't force somebody to listen to their own music.
That's true. You're 100% right up. You
learning that back end.
You can't.
In the entertainment.
Has there been any the events that you cover? Has there been an artist that you worked with that was kind of difficult? That was difficult to work with.
Not so much an artist. Just certain organizations, I find that they don't know the side of me that we talking on now, as far as the degrees and all of that. All they know is, oh, he have a camera. So I noticed that they'll treat media a certain type of way, and it'd be like, so you want them to do a good job, but then you treating them like the hell. Make it make sense. I actually slacked up on covering a lot of stuff because it became, I'm not going to get in there and battle with the professionals because that's their professional job. Not saying what I'm doing isn't professional, but I understand there's somebody that paid to be the house this, the house that. And I don't want to step on none of their toes. I specifically lean into BTS for a reason, because that's the side of the media and entertainment that people don't see. they don't get to see the candid, somebody's caught in a nice smile or a laugh, or someone walking, just so they don't catch that from the broadcast side, you know. And then I play up
Hold on,
the back end. I
hold
play
on.
up the people working the background.
Right.
Hmm.
There it is. Exactly. So I have one event that you told me about. I actually saw. I was trying to get the
Hmm.
video to play just now. It's not working. But you covered
Hmm.
this event. I'm about to put the picture up in a second. All right. Tell me about this event that I'm about to put up right now.
Oh, Brad Loves Judy. Oh man, that was an awesome event.
Brett Love
I actually
Judy. So
got
how did that? Yeah.
to I got to cover two situations. One where they were recording the episode when she was doing the listen party for her last album,
Uh huh.
and then I got to cover the premiere for the show when it aired
Nice.
that season. It was hard keeping that footage down for like 6 months. It was like just put a note
Six
on it,
months.
do not open. Yeah, we take that in like January, and it didn't
Wow.
come out until July. Yeah. That was like one of the
So I'm asking
very
you
first
questions.
events I covered.
Wow. So being at these events, have you ever been starstruck?
I won't say starstruck. I'm more the after the fact. Like I done got
It's
pictures. I
really
done
happening.
had this conversation, and then as I'm leaving, going home, it's like that was the Brett. That was Andre Rison. That was this. That was that. That was Murphy Lee. You know, things of that nature. I'm not gonna ever lose my cool in their face
Yeah.
because I mean, I understand they want to
You
be
can't do it in
treated
front
like
of hell.
right. I'm not gonna fan out. I'll get home and fan out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But I try to
I know that's right.
keep it on a
Yeah.
professional level where I'm not harassing
Professional
you,
level.
and I literally don't have to. What I notice when I go back through my B rolls, I don't even have to do the wave in. And, hey, 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 can I get you? I don't have to do any of that. They'll look
No.
right in my camera, and I just have to snap.
Listen.
And then I done learned how
Let me
to
tell you.
trick out this iPhone, so I be doing some things with them pictures.
Really? So did you learn that in
Oh
school or
yeah.
you already had that talent? The editing
So
thing.
in school, they taught us to edit for sync because I had to learn some
Oh,
post to get my
okay.
audio. You have to learn post as well. So I learned
Okay.
how to sync then, and once I started doing the assignments and getting the projects in the masters, I'd have to create my own deliverables. So I started just working with the software. It started with just using Final Cut. And then I
Right.
discovered iMovie and I started using iMovie. And now, as they update the different features that are in the apps, I may do 3 rounds of editing. I may edit it in iMovie and pull that out. I might slide it in Canva to add some other details. And then I might pull that out again, you know. And if I really want to get in there, I'll put it in Final Cut before I send out my final edit. My problem is I'll be
Oh,
making them
okay.
too long. Because I get so much stuff
Yeah.
that I know they're not gonna show. It's like trying to condense it all down. So
Oh, yeah,
these
that
days I do my little bit and I try to give them whatever raw footage that I got because guess what? It's not doing me any good just sitting in my computer. I was telling you about almost 3 terabytes of stuff I need to decide
yeah.
what I'm gonna keep and get rid of the rest.
Exactly, exactly. So those events that you've been going to, like I said, I've seen a lot of them. I've seen it. I'm
Mhm.
on your page, and I'm like, well, damn. Wait a minute. Now I'm thinking, okay, he's an engineer, and then I'm starting to find out, wait a minute, nah, he's at too many events just to be an engineer. So there's things that Jay Beans is doing that you know, on top of being a mixing engineer, on top of producing, on top of doing the music, you actually put your hand in editing and video. Like
Yes.
that's something completely can add on
It's
to
a
what you already
whole
do.
nother thing. Right. Because, like, when I get the
Yeah.
footage, I'm already working out the numbers of how I wanted to look when I finally get back and put it all together.
Mm-hmm.
I got cameras everywhere, and honestly, believe it or not, I didn't formally get trained on cameras outside of what they taught me in the seventh grade as that extra class that
Yes,
they
I
used
had
to
that
do
class
that.
too.
They don't do that no more. When you had to learn
Nope.
how to put the film in and learn how to develop it. I
Yo, that
remember
was
that far back, but hadn't messed with it any since then. And like I said, I've helped people that had photography things and videography going on, but I never actually just did it
right.
for myself. But I'm always the one that they'll hand the phone
Right.
up into the
You
here, take our picture. Yeah, take our picture. So this was just
you the
like when
guy.
I
Yeah.
was asked to
Uh-huh.
cover. Like, okay, I'm used to doing that. So okay. But it sparked me into getting my own camera. Finally got me a
There you
camera of
go.
my own. So
So I was going to ask you, what kind of camera? Let me see. What is that? What brand is
it's
that?
a Canon
Okay.
EOS Rebel 7, but I don't get this one. Get a better one
Don't
where
get
you
that
can
one.
this one nice, but it don't come with the right
How many
it don't
pixels?
have the right plugins. The
Right. How many
pixels is
pixels is
the
on that?
issue. The pixels. I don't got no pixels. This doesn't work on. Let me look at it because, like I said, I have not had a camera in so long. I'm literally learning this one in real time,
So you
for
got
real.
the stand. So you have it pictured with the stand and everything. You just
Yeah,
focus
it
in
has
on whoever.
I have the stand, and like I was saying, if something can happen, it will.
No doubt.
Right as I logged on, I was like, let me use the spare.
Yeah.
Things happen right when you don't need them to happen.
Thank
But
you. Thank
you got to be able to push through it.
you. Yeah.
You got to
Exactly.
push through it.
Got to push through it all the time. Like tonight with the damn. We was about to go on, and I had to straighten something out. It was just not working. I said, "Well, damn!" But I'm making it work. Everything is working
Hey,
out.
it's working.
It's
It's
working.
working
So
smooth.
for those who's in here listening, part of Radio Halloween. Like I said, happy Halloween, everybody. Hopefully, your kids should be in the house by now. You understand? Don't have them out there too late, and make sure you check those bags. Because back when I was
Oh
little,
yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, the people was crazy. They was putting
razor.
razor blades in the apples for kids, and I'm like, who in their right mind would do that? They literally still doing
Exactly.
that out here in Florida. I couldn't believe it. Like five
Really?
or six kids, yes, they
They
still
still
doing it.
doing that down there?
Still doing it.
You
I'm
know,
like,
here a lot of churches have gotten where they do these trick or trunks,
uh huh.
or schools have festivals. A lot of places have gotten out of. I know even in Savannah, several years ago, they got out of doing like the trick or treat unless it's a neighborhood block thing,
Yeah.
or they go to the mall because of,
Okay.
like you said, people was doing all kind of stuff to the candy at one point.
Yeah, man. And it's funny. Like I said, and it gets the parents so paranoid now they don't want to come door to door like they used to back when we was little. You understand?
Right,
Because the
right.
neighborhood community, the community was like, okay, if you're gonna have something at your crib, let us know what kind of candy you're gonna have, and we knew each other. Now it's
Hmm.
random. I don't know that
Yeah,
person down the street. I'm not gonna have my little kids going down there. That's all right. We'd rather just go to the store and let them do it at a center or a church or something. Because
right.
man, and they still all jokes aside, they still putting those razor blades in the apples. Like that's crazy. Unbelievable.
What I
And then what
had
is
to
that?
realize, a lot of what we think is unbelievable, people are doing it because, I mean, there's no accountability. People
Nope.
get away with whatever until they're caught. It's just a, routine thing for them. I'm
Exactly.
realizing a lot of what I thought was, oh, that can only be fairy tale. As we get more connected with social media and the internet, you realize, it's happening everywhere. It's just not
Exactly.
just in your neck of the woods.
Exactly. So I'm gonna ask you a question. J Beans 912
Hmm.
Incorporated. Talk to me about this
Hmm.
business.
Okay, so in undergrad, when I was getting my audio, they have a business class for the music. In that, they actually like teach you how to incorporate or set up an LLC. And I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I kind of knew I didn't want to work as somebody else's engineer.
I know that's right.
So I used my own company as my project for that
Oh wow.
class, and so I've been incorporated since 2019.
Ooh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You got your business together. That's what I'm talking. Listen, you get those LLCs in these
correct. You got to
partnerships
get that
correct. Because you got to
paperwork.
get all that paperwork. Get the paperwork correct, man. Because I tell you, these young kids is out here trying to make music and they got no paperwork.
Even as an artist, you still have to LLC your persona, your brand, something. You have to
Yes.
make a business out of it to be able to get a return. It took
Yeah.
me 2 years to get people to just sign up with a PRO. It's free. Free, just
Wow.
sign up. Just sign
Yeah, it
up.
is.
That's
Just
how you
sign
gonna
up.
get paid. How you gonna get paid?
Exactly.
You know,
It's so you have a GoFundMe going
right.
right now. Talk about us with the GoFundMe. What's going on with this GoFundMe?
So with the GoFundMe is several opportunities presented themselves towards the end of the summer, and until now, I've done most of JB's out of my pocket.
Oh wow.
The opportunities that are coming involve an expansion that I really didn't see myself going into, but when it presented itself to me at the end of last year, I've just watched it become more and more just prevalent that I might need to lean more into this this section of broadcast where I can highlight the people that I cover. I can highlight the events I'm at, and it's not a me having to bow down or somebody go over my content. Somebody else decide. No, I decide what
Yes.
goes on my channel.
There it is.
So I'm
Love chat.
fundraising to get the equipment to be able to do just that, broadcast what I'm doing to my public, to my audience, to my segment, to people that collaborate with me. It's
Mm.
nothing like being able to see your work available on TV or on the
Oh,
app.
I know that's right.
Being
I
able
know
to
that's right.
share what you're doing with someone in real time, whether it's on Roku or whether it's on Google TV or whether it's on Fire TV, you can send somebody to what you put your hard work in. And the blessing is that it
Exactly.
is an accredited station, a network rather, and we kind of own our own servers, so it's no issues on that level. It's all about
Nice.
helping elevate independent creators and businesses.
Mm.
When they say we need
We,
our own, this is basically our own.
so I'm gonna give you some thunder on that one. That was hot.
Thank you. Thank you.
That shit loud. That shit loud. I got I'm in the little studio here, so it's a little loud, but I like it.
Uh-huh.
I like it. It kind of gives us that Halloween feel
Yeah,
about
that
it.
effect, because
So
I had to remember what it was at first. I was like, wait, oh, yeah. They got
that's the
me.
shock effect. Yeah. I didn't even think,
Uh,
what the hell's going on? Was that outside? Because a little surround sound going on. But
okay.
so yeah, so now I wanted to ask you this. Since you're into music, I
Hmm.
always ask people this. Give me your favorite 5 artists in any
My
genre.
favorite. My favorite five artists. Okay.
Dead or alive.
Got MJ.
Uh-oh.
MJ is always in the list. Okay, so this is a little left. Sade I do.
Whoa.
Love
What?
Sade. Believe it or not, Anita Baker,
Oh, I love Anita Baker. I had a crush on her years
Whitney
ago. Wow.
Houston,
Yeah. Whitney Houston.
and Patti
Oh, okay.
LaBelle. That's my
Damn.
five. Them five.
Yeah.
It's just the things they
Only
can
one.
do with the music.
So it was only one guy. Well,
Yeah,
well, Pat
MJ.
MJ. Wow. Wow,
Is it?
half a
I
guy.
mean, the king of pop. He could have been the king of R&B. He could have been the king of hip hop. Anything he wanted to be the king of, he could have did it.
Could have did it. He could have did it. You know, my thing with that is that right now, I've not had two artists come up here, and I have to bring it up because if I don't, it'd be crazy. When you said the king of pop, cool, but when you said the king of R&B, if anybody knows who the king of R&B is right now, they don't want to give him the credit, but it's R. Kelly.
And I won't. And
It's R. Kelly. Bro, it's R. Kelly.
That's one of those statements because I came up on 12 play and all of that when I'm like literally high school, and I came up with the whole thing, and it's like
we can't help what he's done on the outside or what he might have done.
Right.
But one thing you can't take away is his music.
You can't take that from him. You can't take that creativity from him. I give him that. I just pray that he can live long enough to be able to make amends.
Oh, he's getting out of
that's all you can. If you can make amends, that's the difference between just being apologetic. But can you fix what you broke? When you can fix it, it's something different.
But what people don't understand is this: he has to fix what he did with God. Has nothing to do with those people that he did this to. Has nothing to do with them because those are some grown ass women that knew exactly what they was getting into. Those are no little girls that he stuck in their damn window and said, "Come with me, I'm R. Kelly." No, y'all know exactly what was going on. You understand? And you wait until you're like in your 30s talking about he raped me. Stop. Right. We're not doing that. So, but me as a man, I couldn't condone it either. At the end of the day, they was there regardless. You was as a man supposed to not do that. So
right. It don't matter what they're willing to do. You're supposed to have a code as a man.
Exactly. So that's between R. Kelly and God. Period. You understand? But he's gonna come out. But yes, I hold him down as far as in the king of R&B. Every artist will come up here and tell you R. Kelly's still the king of R&B. Ain't nobody gonna talk.
Yeah. He got it, but you're right. He got it. There is no but.
Yeah, he got it.
It's just work he need to do. He got work to do.
He got work
to do.
I didn't even realize that he did that song for Jodeci, for Casey and JoJo. Life.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What?
But that's the thing with the music industry. You'll be surprised who wrote what. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest laugh for me right now in the newest drama about the Sexy Reds and all that. You do realize that they're not writing that, right?
They're not writing that. No, they ain't writing that.
You realize somebody writing that, right?
Yeah, exactly. So so basically what's going on right now, like I said, R&B is coming back. I've heard a lot of Puff came out with a new song. Has there ever been a song that you heard sonically and said, "Damn, I know I could do better than that"?
Ooh.
What song is it? I'm putting you on the spot.
You put me on the spot with that.
It's your stinker. Yeah, because you're an emission engineer, and I know you critique. It's a science to this. So it has
so much. It's not so much the sonically. And I guess right around the time I decided to go back to school for music, it really became about lyrically for me.
Okay.
And I kind of shut out a lot of what was popular, even if I liked the artist, because I couldn't, put together the two sides of my brain. That's like, I got a niece, I got a mama, I got sisters, I got cousins, I got aunts. I have a lot of good female friends. Why would I even condone some of what is being pushed in the music? I caught myself being a Taylor Swift fan at 30-something years old, and I realized, hey, I need to go back to school and try to contribute something to this sea of just, as they say, low vibrational music, because it's not what we came up on in hip hop. Hip hop wasn't about what it is now when it originated. It was about uplifting and bringing together in unity and building the community. Even the gangster rap wasn't to the level we at these days with, what's being force fed the way I feel like it's being force fed to the younger generation, because there's no balance. There's no message to go with it.
I always said this about gangster rap, as they called it. You know, the so-called gangsters that's rapping and talking, they wasn't real gangsters. You know who the gangsters was? The one that wasn't talking about gangster rap.
Right.
They was actually in the streets. The ones that you least expect to be in jail is in jail right now because of it. And the ones that's supposed to be the thugs, they ain't even see no jails at all, or no time, no nothing. But
they know they had to make no what is it? They had to make no concession, no store call. Anybody had to send them no book money. No. None of that.
No, but the ones that you least expect be in jail, they literally just sitting there. You understand? Yeah. So, but the reason I asked that is because I always envision myself. I used to be a DJ. If I get this man on the show, I would tell him. But I would tell him this. The artist I always wanted to DJ for as a DJ is Rakim.
Okay, yeah.
Rakim, God Rakim. You know why? You hear me?
Why is that?
You know why? Because Eric B. suck. Eric B. suck. Lord knows. He's the worst DJ on the planet. I'm telling y'all right now. I've always said it. I said it to him. He know me before. He know me before Green Projects in Brooklyn. I told him to his face he sucked.
Oh wow!
You're lucky. The name of the damn group was Eric B. and Rakim. See, people don't even realize
right.
It was named Eric B. and Rakim, but he is the worst DJ ever to be on the record. I'm telling you right now. I'm saying it right now on the radio. This is the year of 50 years. They need not to talk about
50 years old.
I'm putting them on blast. I know right now, I'm fucking 57 years old. I know damn well I can do better than him right now. It's horrible. I couldn't believe it. Rakim was one of the greatest MCs on the planet with the worst DJ.
Guess what? Those were the days when the music actually had a story to tell. Yeah.
Yeah, man, because it was
a real
DJ.
Story.
People still. It was about the DJ. The MC used to talk about what the DJ was doing on Wheels of Steel. That's what they call them back in the days before they got CDs.
They don't know about that.
I don't know
My
about
stepdad
that.
actually used to DJ, and I would go along with him and bring the crates. And you know what I'm saying? He's spreading the old school hip hop and R&B out there to the different situations. You know, whether it be the football game he coaching at, the softball league that he coaching at, but he always had his DJ stuff, and he would have him be out there with him.
It's a beautiful thing.
That's where the music be, you know.
Yeah, because I appreciate music. That's why I'm the program director at 2111 Radio Show. I appreciate good music. Good music. If it's a dope song, I need that. Let me get that. Let me put that in rotation. You understand? Because at the end of the day, that's what I want. I want all the best music of 2111 Radio. Not the most popular, but the best, the most talented people. I want talent. Yeah, I like talented people, not just.
I'm grateful for being able to be on a platform that I look at and admire. Because I mean, the entire journey, I watched the guests and I engage, and it's like I see the community you building, and I love being a part of it. Because that's what we need. We need real people helping each other in real time.
Yeah, man. Like my girl, All Things Ruthless. Tika, I see you. She in here. She just came up here.
Representing.
She's definitely.
Tika always there like in the corner. Aquarius, Vanessa.
Yeah, shout out to Aquarius.
Ashley,
she actually designed
it. She did a thing.
Yeah. You heard I said?
I need to holler about some backgrounds for my channel. Yo, I be so busy, you know. I got to get a little more savvy with it, you know. You got it looking right.
I'm gonna send her. I'm gonna send her email to you, and you can talk to her via email because she barely talking.
Yeah. I have some ideas for some things coming forward, and I know I need some stuff just like this for that purpose. Because it's going to turn all the way up in January.
Yeah, there's Well, make sure you download the Live 365 app and listen to 2111
Most
Radio.
definitely.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's support. That's somebody that's sponsoring the show. That's someone that actually works for the show. So I
Facts.
appreciate her doing what she does. She said, "Thank you, whatever, lady." But
Strong
what I wanted to
team.
do, yeah, I'm trying. I'm really trying. So what I wanted to do with you is this: when it's all said and done, 10 years now,
Mm-hmm.
10 years is gone. Your career basically is winding down, sitting in your crib, looking at whatever you're looking at, and you're reminiscing on all the things. Because every 10 years is a chapter.
Right.
What you want people to remember you by?
I want them to remember my willingness and eagerness to be kind to everybody
Mm,
and do it in reciprocation. If I'm being
mm,
kind, you be kind. Because that's what we need amongst each other. Period. We need to be kind to each other, especially
mm.
in the climate of where society that we live in going. We need to be more kind to each other, just on principle.
Mm. Damn.
I might not be able to help everybody how they want to be helped, but I can be encouraging, I can be motivating, and I can engage and share and make sure whatever they're doing gets the same amplification I would from my own.
Whoa. Let me get a round of applause on that. That's dope. That's dope. You get some nuts on that too. Because I'm kind of strong. That was kind of strong. I'm not gonna lie, that was strong, bro. I appreciate that.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you.
where can we find your where can we find you? Talk to them. Talk to the people right now.
So I'm on all streaming platforms, social media platforms at JBeans912. I have my
Okay.
website, which is probably where you'd be able to find any of my merch because I'm done playing the cat and mouse game with Meta, and I've been spending so much money to be a part of their e-commerce. I have made zero
Uh,
sales because they it's some kind of trick they do where they'll take the customer's money, but they won't send it to the drop shipper. And
whoa.
so I can't push the sell through as long as Facebook holding the money. So I've
That's
been
true.
directing people to my webpage, and now I can send them to the Roku channel or the apps to be able to engage with my content, as well as certain services are offered to be booked, like remote mixing and mastering. You can book that within the app or on my webpage. Or if you know me like you know me, you can jump in my email, Jerry, Jerry, at jbeans, JBEANZ 912.com. And like I said, I want to take everybody on the trip with me because I'm finna enjoy this journey. This was the part of my life that I actually took the time and thoughtfully marked my path
Yeah.
so that I could enjoy it and I can have others enjoy it with me. It's
Wow.
nothing like
Wow.
having folks along for the journey because that's what I've been doing. Everything I've been doing is like me putting into practice what I want to do for an artist or a producer or any entity I may collaborate with. Anybody that's worked with me going forward, they
Mm.
already set up to be able to work with somebody else. You see how that
Yeah,
works? You
that's how you
established
do it.
as an artist.
Yep.
You got you can just show up and do what you do. I can let you know about the paperwork and I tried to coach you to go ahead and get you a company, establish yourself. But what I also learned is everybody not ready to be an artist. It sound good.
Yep.
You
Oh, it
say that
sounds
it's a
great.
dream,
It's
but
glorious.
when
Oh
it's
yeah.
time to actually put the work in, some folks not willing to give that sacrifice.
They want to be a superstar right away.
Right.
They want
They don't
that
want to
top.
do the open mics and the
No, no.
showcases and the
They
networking.
too good for that. They say they don't. Why would I'm doing? I don't want to do that. I want to get paid. You don't get paid.
Right.
What are you talking about?
If
You
they
don't get
understood that artist is the last to get paid, the very
very
last to
last.
get paid. If
Go
you're
out there.
not doing it out your pocket as an independent and pushing yourself, if you waiting on the 360, You might as well get you a job to go with that contract because you're gonna need to eat and live while you fulfilling that contract.
Exactly.
That's also why I don't fan out because you don't know what level somebody is in their life. You may see the celebrity side, but you don't know they got a whole working life where they actually got businesses and working for folks to maintain their lifestyle. They don't have time to just be harassed. So I treat it like I'm at their job. So it's going to always be a lot of respect between me and who's on the other side of my camera.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm gonna let my man go, but listen, it's been dope. Like I said, it's been an hour. I couldn't believe it. We actually been here for an hour. It didn't even feel that long. It really did.
It really had.
It really did.
It really had.
It really.
We need to talk more often and more frequently because we have great conversations every time we talk.
Don't we? Yes, and we be like, well, shit. I actually called you the other day because you stole my money off the game. Like, okay, let me explain.
I think I just got you before the show started. I was on my little rant.
Okay, listen, I know my wife is looking. I know my son is looking. She put me onto this game called Monopoly Go. I'm telling you right there, this is a plug. This game will have you hooked. It will have you hooked. And you got to play at a certain time because people like JB's will play late, like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. It's still all your money. It's a monopoly. He take everything.
Whole thing.
This lady took me for 80. This lady took me for 38 million this morning. Come on, man. Unbelievable.
I woke up and they had to guide me and I had to fix all my properties. I was like, okay, so touche. Let me power up and get in here and tear down.
Happened exactly. But listen, I just wanted to, mess with him because I hit him up earlier yesterday and I was like, bro, how you gonna steal my money? You think you stole mine first? I was trying to be a thief, but he stole it right back. But anyway, listen, thank you for coming. Thank you everybody for showing up tonight. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek. I'll just give you a sneak peek of who's coming this Friday, 8 o'clock on 2111 Radio. Just a sneak peek. Let me get the sneak peek, and then we're gonna get up out of here. But just check this out. Her name is Terry J. Vaughn. Check this out. Do y'all remember this movie?
I get a little crazy.
And that's what I want.
See, I don't want you to think I'm a freak or nothing like that because I usually don't even go home with guys when I first meet them. But I just feel so comfortable with you.
And that's good, girl. Whenever you with me, I want you to just relax and be yourself.
You are so...
So yeah, she'll be here Friday 8 o'clock. I'm gonna have this conversation. It's an honor to have her. That's a classic movie, yo. Unbelievable. That's so funny. So I'm gonna definitely play that for her. So I know she's gonna be in here laughing Friday. But to everybody else, again, thanks for coming tonight, showing up for my man J Beans. And J Beans, you did an excellent job.
Thank you for having me.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna sign out now. You stand back because I always talk to my guests after the show that let them sign out. But we're talking back. But everybody else should have a good night. And see y'all Friday, 8 o'clock. Don't miss this show. It's definitely gonna be something.
Be there.
Remember,
I'm gonna be there.
Y'all? Yes, sir. Peace.